Previously, on Adventure Awaits, Exia. The party arrived to the city of Veridel within the Viridian Forest, gathering information about a newly discovered cave of interest in the area. They spoke to other hunters also attempting to find this cave, one of them being an experienced hunter named Matt Damon. The party set out deeper into the forest to locate this cave, but in order to do so, they had to find the Emerald Serpent and follow it back to its lair. We now continue on a clear midday, where the party come upon a large opening. Along its edges, some of the trees are wrapped in thick vines. Patches of hairy purple fungus scattered along the ground. And at the center of the opening, an Emerald Serpent rests in front of a massive tree. What would you like to do?
So just to recap as a group, we're not supposed to touch the purple moss, right?
Yes.
Is it big enough for a little Pep to crawl into and make a stealthy entrance?
The hole's about 10 by 10 feet.
10 by 10? More than twice as big as Pep is tall, so he's going to look to the group and he says, "Listen, this is going to sound crazy, but I have a great idea." And he's not going to talk about the idea, he's just going to sneak over to the snake, right?
Last time, you said that we had to leave town.
A finesse roll.
2d12s? Yeah.
Plus finesse.
Alright, sweet. Left is hope, right is fear.
Correct.
Hey!
Oh, crit right off the bat, good job.
Wow, maximum crit. Hope, and you clear a stress if you have one. The snake is surrounding the hole. Can't really squeeze in it. You can try to push part of the snake up to go in.
You know, that's exactly what he's going to do, right? I'm not going to let this stop me.
I think he's actually going to do it.
He has to be right every once in a while, doesn't he?
Wipe his hands on his tongue and smear it on his skin so he can slick his way.
Okay. You have a choice of finesse or strength. To muscle your way in, or because you gunked yourself, to slip through.
I'm going to say finesse. I already did all that licking. It's not going to go to waste.
Racing.
Lord have mercy.
No, it's good. That sounds right.
I like how the party's just watching him do
fear?
this.
Which one is hope?
Oh yeah, no, we're letting him cook. He's got this. I feel like we should do something, but I have no idea what at this point.
What do you want to do?
Alright.
He is entering the snake's orifice. How do you think we can assist?
Again, that's just his right.
Pep gunks himself trying to slip through this large snake's body into this hole that he's above. As he does that, you all hear this. Boom, boom, boom. In the distance, northwest of you.
Would that possibly be the same direction that the thump 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 came from last time?
That was in a different area.
Aw, shit.
Yeah, wouldn't it be funny if this was the baby snake and the mommy snake's coming?
Don't even. Shut your mouth.
Once again, you hear this boom, boom, boom. A familiar sound to all of you. And suddenly, the snake raises his head up and looks that direction.
Uh-oh.
Well, Pep's gone. See you later.
Bye, Pep.
It begins rattling up. It starts heading towards that direction. And Pepet, you get pushed to the side because of his massive weight. Because of your roll, You do not get spotted by the snake.
Oh, good. Pep is going to dust himself off, still covered in his own gunk, and he's going to look over towards the group and give a thumbs up.
While you look towards the party, two cloaked individuals run out of the bushes and dive into the hole.
Huh?
Pep was one of those Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Were they Matt Damon?
You couldn't identify with the cloaks who these people are.
Point at the hole, mouthing the words, look in the hole.
I cannot believe that worked. Make my way to the hole.
Making my way to the hole, I fall in. Where's the treasure at?
Your deer coming along.
I mean, is the hole big enough that he can fit in there? And
Yes.
he's kind of big.
I'm going to leapfrog in the hole.
Oh, brother. You're gunked up. There's no friction. You can't stop if you start sliding.
And he does so, right? I mean, if you've seen a snowboard on snow, it's like that, but with slime on dirt.
God, he's gone again. We just got him back. Just jumps in after. Matt Damon, we're coming for your ass.
Jumping into this hole, it's about 15 foot wide, 10 foot high. It has two paths, one going southwest, one going northeast. Which way would you like to go?
Are there any boot prints?
You can easily tell. There's footprints going both ways.
If you go with 10 and I go with Pep, or vice versa.
Sold.
Then...
No, the first way.
Oh, okay.
Pep is already walking northwest.
Bianca will follow Pep in one of the cardinal directions, but we're not sure which one.
Seriously, who is Bianca?
God damn it!
I'm full of Harlow.
We're lucky I'm not Juliet today, frankly. I don't...
Also, I do need an answer to the most important question.
Is it a sad cave?
Sad?
Swift, I need you to
It's
leave
an
in.
instinct check.
Instinct. Oh, well, I have a +0 on that. Could it not be a
Okay.
presence check? You know, to perceive the presence of the cave.
This is what you deemed it as.
I hate my own rulings. Never mind, I like my own
Hey.
rulings.
Hey!
thank God.
Hey!
Looking around this cave, it is a dirt tunnel. It looks like it's been stretched out by something moving through it.
Is it the snake size stretch or is it something larger?
Yeah, since you've seen the snake, you can tell it can fit in.
Ooh.
I'll just turn to 10. The snake can come in the cave, 10. We should really be gone before the snake comes back.
Sounds like a good idea.
So which way are you going?
South. Opposite of...
Ooh,
Slimy
we are splitting the
McSlimy.
party.
I'm going south with Harlow.
Alright, we'll start with you two first.
We're dead.
Harlow and 10 go southwest. You walk for 3 minutes down a dark tunnel. Who of you is holding a torch? It is pitch black in this place.
I should hold the torch so that your fists of fury are open whenever Matt Damon comes out and tries to gank us.
Interesting sentence. Here you go.
Yes, I've learned some slang in my travels.
I'll hand Harlow the torch.
For real, Ribbit.
For real, when Matt Damon comes out of that wall.
So both of you continuing down the southern path. After about 3 minutes in this pitch black tunnel, come across a dead end. The path is collapsed. The upper half of a corpse seems to be trapped in the rubble.
let's see what the corpse is then.
Observing this corpse, it is unrecognizable. The only thing that catches your eye is an elegant elven quiver on its side. You are aware that if you want to buy an item with elven detail, it can be pricey. And here's one for the taking, with some scratches.
How long has this person been down here?
It's been clear that there's quite a bit of decay in the body. It's been a while.
This person is dead.
Excellent observation.
For a very long time.
Still smells better than Pep does right now.
I would not know.
I'll have to get you that upgrade one day. You're missing a whole part of life and existence. The smelling is essential. Do elven items become booby-trapped when someone other than their owner takes them? Would I know?
A knowledge.
Goddamn mystery, guy.
Damn.
You have no idea.
I take it as Harlow was basically saying it's safe and I grab the quiver. This will be nice for Diana.
As you grab the quiver, a couple of the arrows fall out. Most of the arrows are inoperable, except for two interesting looking arrows, also of elven design. One has multiple notches on the shaft, and the second has a thicker than normal shaft with more weight to it.
These are interesting arrows. We should go back immediately.
Well, but what's through here? On the other side of this collapse.
Collapse.
Well, there could be more cave on the other side of it.
I did not bring a shovel.
So you turn around and head back to the entrance that you fell into. Eventually, while you're passing the initial hole, you no longer hear the booming in the distance. And as you look up, staring at you is nothing, and you continue down the path.
Ooh.
I was about to
Goddamn
yell some words at a snake. Listen here, I had something prepared. Can't do that to me, man. But also, since we no longer hear that booming, I'll just turn to 10 and just go, shh, quickly tiptoeing, cartoon style down the other way.
Oh my god. This whole game is done cartoon style. I don't...
Damn.
It really is. I love
Sorry,
it.
Swift. I hope you weren't going for a serious mini campaign.
I've been with you guys long enough, man. I already know.
I mean, considering the background for tracking is Matt Damon.
I mean, yeah. And then you have a monkey that cartwheels all over the place. So.
He's my fave.
The second party is now going to be ahead, so we're going to switch to them now.
Diana, I'm so excited to find this treasure. I almost forgot about my speech impediment, Ribbit. Oh.
I just thought that's how all frogs sounded.
That's just me.
So wait, are you actually making the ribbit sound or literally saying ribbit?
Literally saying Ribbit. Diana, if you are done judging me, I think this path is going to lead us to some great treasure.
Right. Sorry, my bad. I wasn't judging you. I promise. Diana would like to be keeping an eye out for any sort of like traps or people ahead of us hiding in the shadows to jump out and stab us when we're not looking.
Oh yeah, that's something 10 and I should have been doing.
Go ahead and roll
And-
your instinct. So Diana is currently keeping watch for anything out of the ordinary.
Pep takes out a torch and he's going to wrap it around his tongue.
Your tongue should be wrapping around it.
That is a good point. My wording was off, but you get the context.
You can use your tongue to grab onto things.
Sweet.
That is viable.
Says Anna. Okay, I like that. I can't do that.
I really liked the effort, though.
Thank you. The role play's on point today. I like that.
So after about 10 minutes, you end up at a split in the path that goes in two directions.
Well, I don't know about you, Diana, but I do not feel like splitting the party twice, especially if I'm by myself.
Right. When you're in a maze, you always follow the right wall. So we should go left. Because that way, when Harlow and 10 get here, they'll go right because they know that that's the right thing to do and that we would have done that. And that way we're covering more ground without having to argue with them about covering more ground.
Ah, smart idea. I like
Right?
that. Let's do it.
Thinking outside the box.
You two head left. Now the camera goes back to Harlow and 10. You are trailing behind the party. You can't even see them, obviously, in front of you. And after the 10 minutes, in your time frame, you end up on the split.
So logically, they choose right because it's the party standard. So we should choose left because they've already gone to the right.
The mental
That
gymnastics.
is in the party. That is the party bylaws that we've established.
We
in
are
this
truly playing
organization.
4D chess. I love it.
And if the right was, a problem, they would have left a sign for us otherwise on which way we should go. If, they were breaking from standard formation.
Oh, I
So
didn't
we
even
should go
think
to the
leave
left.
them a sign.
Of course. Diana.
I know. Rookie mistake, really.
That's fine. You guys are remembering to keep your eyes open to look out for threats. We're thinking about putting down signs for the other half of the party. We're on different levels of thinking. Arlo will take out a piece of parchment and write that down. Try to find the middle of the point, like the Y point of the walkway, and put like a big rock holding the corner of the paper down. He'll clarify that if you're coming from where we came into the cave and looking at the split point of the wall, that we went to the left, assuming that they went to the right. Regular sized piece of paper. Oh, he'll put PS at the bottom. Matt Damon, if you see this, I'm coming for your ass.
Moving back to Pep and Diana. Continuing forward, the path declines about 30 degrees deeper to the Earth's core. You eventually reach a four-way intersection. And what is interesting is that the horizontal path is clearly different from the dirt tunnel you have been traveling. The walls are more carved and detailed. Rubble on the floor in front of you looks like the dirt tunnel broke through the wall and continues straight. Looking down the horizontal paths, a blue glow in the distance. What would you like to do?
I mean, we're going towards the glowing light, right? Like, you always go into the light.
Turning down this direction, curious to where this new path leads, you get closer to this blue glow up ahead. To realize it is bioluminescent fungi along the path, creating a form of light to be able to see in these tunnels.
Shrooms?
Pep puts away the torch.
Careful not to actually touch any of them.
I do have a wilderness chef. Could I observe these shrooms and see if they are in fact edible?
This would be a knowledge check. In your experience of eating shrooms, this is a kind of mushroom that shouldn't be eaten. The path curves to the left, and after a while, a foul odor hits your senses. Eventually, in the distance, the fungi creating this light in the path creates a strange silhouette on the ground ahead.
I'm gonna drop and start sneaking instead.
Pep is probably gonna do the same, right?
Roll a finesse.
Uh-oh.
Continue down this path, closer to this silhouette being outlined by the bioluminescent light.
What do you think that is?
I don't know.
I kind of want to touch it.
Don't touch it. Maybe we just like sneak around it.
Yeah, good idea.
We're gonna give that thing a wide berth and like try to avoid.
Yeah, tunnel's about 10 foot wide, so...
You know, that feels wide enough. We're both very small.
Yeah, we're both,
We're both
several inches below
incredibly
4 feet.
small.
Yeah.
Alright. You said it, so we're doing it. Try to stealth your way in a 10-foot tunnel around something on the ground. As you get closer, you realize the walls are scarred with blast marks and slashes. In the silhouette on the ground are a bunch of corpses.
Uh-oh. We should have investigated that more in retrospect.
Maybe 10 and I are the better split party. I don't know. It keeps going
we
back and
are-
forth here.
We are continuing to keep our eyes out for any traps. Are they moving corpses or are they like, this isn't going to be a thriller situation, right?
You can tell from the decomposition that they have been here for many weeks. However, the smell that hits you, it's obvious to tell they have all been recently burned.
This is... Hear me out.
Okay.
What if this was a thriller situation? And the cloaked figures know how to cast Fireball?
Do you think they
What
have
I'm-
any goodies on them?
Can I see if the corpses have any goodies on them?
They are completely destroyed.
Cool.
Aw.
Can we do a quick skim around the room to make sure it's not like a secret fire trap hidden somewhere?
As you stayed there and investigated the area, we're gonna move it back to 10, and Harlow is going to catch up to the same intersection. Which way you like to go?
I assume we see the glowing light, right?
Yeah,
That looks important. They probably would go this way too.
Could be Matt Damon holding a torch.
If it is, now would be your chance.
Matt, I'm coming for that ass, and he's gonna start stomping down the hallway.
God, if I
That-
had disguise self right now, I just...
God, I love that
is-
Harlow is all
level.
about ass seeking. It's great.
Like, man said some mean words about us. I'm done
It's
with
true.
That
him.
is
For that ass
the
of
spirit.
his. I'm glad I get so much encouragement from 10. This is great. We're gonna get into so much trouble on later adventures.
Mm-hmm.
I just follow along.
because of your quick decision, you actually managed to get closer to the front party. You don't see them yet. Moments pass as you as well begin to smell this foul odor and see silhouettes moving in the distance ahead of you.
Something is moving ahead.
Matt Damon, is that you?
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Diana and Pep Pep
Mm-hmm.
hear a faint echo in the distance.
Hey, do you want to play a trick on him?
Boy, do I. What are we gonna do?
Get on my shoulders. We'll pretend that we're taller than we actually are.
But we also have a giant deer with us. I think that they may not be fooled.
Yeah, so as you two were stealthily Mission Impossible through a 10-foot tunnel, the deer was just walking by your side.
That's awesome.
Matt Damon stole our deer.
The only
This
logical
bastard.
conclusion.
I'm gonna start storming at Matt Damon.
It is I, Matt Damon, Ribbit.
Ah, shit. He stole our friend's speech impediment too? This bastard.
He has stolen everything from us.
He's gonna walk up to what he thinks is Matt Damon, but he actually knows it's not because he knows Pep Pep's voice, and is just gonna slap Pep Pep across the face. Matt Damon, you bastard!
Uh-oh. Now hold on. Since Diana was on Pep's shoulders, would that
It's
technically
the other
mean-
way around. Shit,
Yeah.
slap Diana.
Ow!
Was it
You
a...
slapped Diana!
I'm committed to the bit. I'm sorry. You guys were supposed to go right at that first turn. I don't know if you've read the handbook recently. It really hasn't changed.
Right, but we
Well,
thought
they-
you would go right, so we went left.
But you were first on the scene, so your obligation is to go right. And we knew that you were first on the scene because you
Right, but we thought
knew
you might be
went
trying
that
to
way.
catch up to us, and then you would go right, and then it's fine.
There are so many bodies! Exclamation point.
I know.
We found another one the other way. Oh, also, 10 has a gift for you.
Here, you go. I hand Diana the quiver.
Ooh! A fancy
What the-
quiver. Do the notches in the one arrow have Matt Damon's name? Because it feels like it's an arrow with Matt Damon's name on it.
It does not.
Damn it!
We're making it.
So, Diana, right in your inventory, that you now have an elegant elven quiver, one thorn arrow, and one heavy arrow. When you use these items, I will tell you what to do.
Okay, cool, thank you.
We just decided that we just hate Matt Damon on
Screw the
principle.
snake. Matt Damon is the
Matt
BBEG.
Damon is the BBEG.
The snake is a side character.
Now that you're all together, moving down this tunnel, passing by every so often is bioluminescent fungi lighting your path. Up ahead, there is a large stone door along the right wall as the tunnel continues straight. The door has multiple lines carving throughout. 3 small circles that are a part of one big circle, which all can be turned. Looks to be a locking system. However, the door is currently open.
It's like they're begging us to go inside. You know, this door could lead to the bathroom. I mean, we have not seen a bathroom in this place, and clearly this is civilized.
I keep bioluminescent fungus in all my civilized buildings.
Dude, if I could decorate my bathroom in bioluminescent fungi, do you think I wouldn't?
I will pull out my battle axe and use it as a doorstop to keep the door from swinging closed on us.
Well, Pep, it was your idea first. Lead us through.
Will do. And as he goes through, Pep-Pep's gonna shout, "Hello, Matt Damon! Someone's here for your ass!"
I'm coming for that ass, he'll yell over.
The title of this episode should be Matt Damon's ass.
The whole B plot's gonna have to be cut out. Unless I turn this
E-plot.
into the A plot, which is a problem.
Right, the A for ass plot.
And what's the B plot?
The
I mean,
big damn snake plot. Yeah, here you go.
Snake that's supposed to be the actual threat.
Oh yeah, as we're walking through the door, I'll let Pep and Diana know. I have been quite vocal at every turn so far, and the thump 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 that's out there has stopped, so our friend's coming back soon. The snake can fit it in the tunnels.
If it does come back, we could just hide in the corpses. Ribbit?
Pep, that's a really good idea.
Well, you know what they say, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Walking through the door, the path continues on. Eventually, there is a passable hole on the right wall as the path continues straight.
I just look straight down the hole.
10 looks into the hole on the right.
Uh-oh.
A room with old furniture thrown around. Carved images along the walls depicting a tribe of what looks to be reptilian humanoids worshipping some round object. Doesn't appear to be anything else that catches your attention here.
You know, I want Matt Damon's ass, but I could sit here and document the wonderful history that this must be. Some sort of ancient civilization.
They're worshipping a ball. How much civilization is there?
Well, the ball had to be invented at some point, and any sort of advanced technology that's more advanced enough could seem godlike to any lower civilization. Someone said that one time, I believe. I read it somewhere once. Pulls out a notebook and starts writing.
Continuing down, more hieroglyphs depicting creatures attacking these lizard folk, and the sphere displayed in the middle seems to be protecting.
Not just a ball.
Well, maybe, but they obviously did not survive the attack. They're not here anymore.
Could one of these lizard folk depicted be the dead body found way back, crushed under the cave-in?
Nothing recalls any resemblance from a quick glance. The path curves into a explosions echo up ahead.
Could that be the legend of Matt Damon?
You enter a large chamber. Bioluminescent fungi throughout, making everything in the room visible. Multiple hieroglyphs along the walls, and 2 pathways on the other side.
Is that Matt Damon in the purple?
Yeah, is that Matt Damon?
Matt's group on your left, and a second group all in black cloaks on your right, standing on a platform with a pedestal, couple steps leading up to it. Matt swings his stick as a bolt of energy hits a cloaked figure. One of the cloaked figures jumps into the air with a spinning kick as their legs engulf in flames. Fire arcs towards Matt, but Vince intercepts it with his muscular build, swinging his intimidating large glaive to dissipate some of the flames. The other 2 cloaked figures in front block the path as the first one grabs the sphere on the pedestal. 2 more cloaked figures rush from the left path as one of them speaks. "Put it down." The one holding the sphere turns around. "Our people remain isolated to be in peace, while the rest of the world suffers. We are gifted with great power. We can help." The left figure speaks. "We cannot jeopardize innocence with methods we do not understand, even if it's for good intentions." The one on the right lifts the sphere in front of him. "There is a chance this can bring peace." The sphere glows as a wave of energy bursts 10 feet from it. Then the energy quickly retracts back into the sphere, and the cloaked figures that were next to it vanish.
Dun, dun, dun.
Matt adjusts his hat. "Well, damn. There still could be more around here. Time to move on out." His group heads to the left path, staring at the remaining cloaked figures to see what they would do. The other group lets them pass. They begin talking to each other once Matt's group is out of view. What would you like to do?
Can I do
One way or
something
another.
before they leave you? I'm sorry,
Oh.
guys, but I have to. I wrote a thing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I wrote a
You
thing.
wrote, oh god, you
I
wrote a thing?
But before they round the corner and leave, Harlow's just gonna like give the code word to the group of like get ready, shit's about to go down, and then it's just gonna clear his throat, spinning his scepter, and it takes like 2 steps, and we'll just call out, "Hey, you cloaked figures, you guys got something going on. totally understand that. You can give us a moment, though. Hey, Matt Damon, you overgrown, pointy-eared, snaggle-toothed caricature of a daemon strutting around like your horns crown you the king of the fallen gods. Please! Your appearance might scream, Damon, but your wit and skills whispers mere mortal. Today I'm coming for your ass. And trust me, there isn't a force in any realm that can shield you from the reckoning that awaits you. Your ass is not just mine, it's overdue for a goddamn reality check. And I'm here to deliver it personally.
Oh snap!
Just
Ribbit!
keep walking forward, stepping.
I was just gonna shoot him.
That works too. Please do.
Beautiful speech.
Oh yeah, also, that will be my rousing speech. Once per long rest, I give a heartfelt, inspiring speech. All allies clear stress.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Thank you.
Just before we go into battle.
If we're going to battle.
You hear echoed faintly in the distance. You got spunk, young blood. Gonna need it. Now it's just you and these figures talking to themselves in this room.
Well, I think they know we're here now.
Yeah, hi there. What happened before we walked in? We kind of only got the last bit of it. Harlow gives a friendly wave at them.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna wave at them too.
It just looks like 2 frames of animation as I'm waving at them.
Look, they're ominously walking towards us. I believe that they're going to be great friends, or at least good allies.
They get into discussion distance without getting too close. And one of them removes their hood. Describe your character for us.
Of course. So,
There you are.
so as this person removed their cloak, they look young and are about 4'8" in height, but she exudes an air of prestige. She has bright green skin, almost like the color of an avocado, that contrasted sharply with her slick back black hair. She has almost like 2 antenna strands framing her face, while her short bob rested just above her shoulders. She has a very vibrant, ambitious purple eyes shimmered with optimism, and she is dressed in an off-tinted blue button-up shirt with neatly folded cuffs above her elbow, and she has a vest matching the tie's hue, tapered at the bottom, adding a touch of flair. Pouches and vials on her belt around her waist, alongside what appeared to be a white feathered duster. And it was not these details that first caught your attention, it was the long, thin fountain pen that she carried, towering over her petite stature.
What the f?
Wow,
Well said,
thankfully the first time someone said that to me. Hello, my name's Harvey.
So based on the fact that you're not trying to kill us, are we friends?
It depends. I'm always up for making new friends. Or deals.
So what did happen here?
As Hep Hep asks that question, the other removes their hood. A human male, light golden skin, long black hair tied back, shaved on the sides, wearing a half mask covering the lower part of their face. He speaks. We mean you no ill intent. Wanted to stop that individual before they harmed innocents.
The individual in the cloaks like yours, or the guy whose ass that I want that just walked away?
The cloaked figure. He is one of my people. I apologize. My name is Jyn.
How much can we f up the timeline here between this and my campaign?
Let's find out, shall we?
Not any more than I have planned.
What is this place? Beyond it being the nest for a massive serpent.
The serpent seem to have broken into this place. Used to be an old civilization from the looks of it, but they are no longer here.
This isn't your property?
It is not. I was simply chasing this individual down.
2 other problems at hand. I still don't have Matt Damon's ass, and someone's roaming around and noping out of places with some powerful orbs. So, it's an argument which of those 2 is more of a priority.
What is that orb?
The way it activated looked like a portal device. It's unknown where it leads to. At this point, you hear a faint as red sparks suddenly flash in random locations around you. Eventually, one flash stays in existence, vibrating chaotically, then rips open as a monstrous claw breaks out through. A second claw appears and then stretches the tear open. A large canine alien leaps out, melted skin, scales along its back that look like an exposed spine, 4 completely black eyes on its face, 2 being on each side. Other sparks do the same, ripping open, ejecting these other hideous creatures. Multiple snake-like aliens appear, 2 scythes-like limbs, hard carapace head, elongated back, indentations around their head, with spikes inside them, pointing forward. And we're gonna go on break.
Such a rallying speech. Take a d6 rally die, folks.
Thank you.
You can spend a rally die to roll it, adding it to the result of an action roll, reaction roll, or damage roll, or clearing stress equal to the rally die result.
I'm gonna spend 1 fear to take the first move. And I'm gonna activate this one right here. It sees Pep Pep right there, so it's gonna go for Pep Pep first.
Oh boy.
The spikes begin to pressurize from the muscles, and the spikes shoot up from its head and goes towards you. That is a 14 to hit.
That will hit all day.
Oh, this one's 7.
Use my armor. Mark it down. Pest minors. Ah! My body!
The spike lands right into your shoulder. The other one's gonna slither next to this one, and is going to shoot one at Harlow. As the muscles around its head tighten up and spikes shoot out. 12 to hit.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, 16 damage.
Oh, help.
You should probably
That-
spend an armor because I'll spend one of my prayer die for that.
So prayer dice will reduce the incoming damage?
Yes, it will reduce the damage.
Oh, wait, you only get 2 of your prayer dice, don't you?
I mean, you need it more right now.
No. Save that. I thought it was like a spend a hope ability to make it only major. I'll take 2 HP.
Who's next?
Okay.
Reach out and give 10 Teva's armor.
Thank you.
Pep Pep going to leap off of here if I have enough movement and come to right here, get into melee range with these bad-looking mofos with a battle axe in hand. As he screams, shouting his name, Pep! Ribbit!
That is a hit. Nice, you deal some good damage to the death spike, slicing it off the side with your leaping strike. Who's next?
Fire off my fist at that one that Pep Pep just smacked in the face.
Hits.
Awesome. I'll mark off a stress, so I also hit this guy as well.
Your punch ejects right off your arm and slams right into the side of the creature.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement. I don't know how much movement I have. I'm going to get over here because these guys look kind of squishy.
Yep, so you can move either before or after your action.
The Heart and I are going over here. We need to spread out. A bunch of people died by fire. I assume it was Jyn, but like, what if it wasn't? And somebody else has fireball. I'm not standing that close to you. And then I'd like to shoot the one that we've been bullying.
16 does hit. So the rockets and the slashes go after this creature. And it is barely hanging on right now. And the turn goes back to me. Jin's gonna take a turn, spend a stress. His body engulfs in flames. And then he's gonna punch forward as a burst of flames shoots out and slams this one into the chest. And that hits. And it reels back. This one in front of Pep is going to use its claw and swipe at you. That is 18 to hit for 7 damage.
Use my armor. Mark at HP. Don't mess with Pep.
Alright, I'm going to move the big boy. You turn your head to look at this creature and you cannot take any turns or do anything until the end of
Holy
its next
crap.
turn.
Who can't?
You can't move until it moves again.
Oh no, you see Pep turn more or less stone frozen, right?
I'm gonna move this creature over here, and it's gonna shoot spikes at Jyn. And that is a miss. So Jyn manages, luckily, to swing right out of the way. And that is my turn. Who's next?
Trying to help my friend, I'm gonna just do one step back and like, I got you, Mr. Jyn. Take out my big fountain pen and hit an attack at the one that just hit him.
It's a ranged weapon? Hell yeah.
Alright, so that's with hope. The first number is higher, so that means that you gain 1 hope, and
Okay.
that is a hit, so you get to roll damage.
Awesome. Wave my pen. Nothing comes out, but suddenly, like at the bottom of the creature's feet, you just see like inky words crawling up and like slowly
Ooh.
indenting his skin inwards, crushing him a little bit.
Ooh,
Yo, that's sick.
the creature crouches down, pressurized from this damage.
How
So
much
the-
movement is there per turn?
It's close range, so 30 feet. You can roll an agility roll if you want to go farther.
How do you guys feel about me making a lot of rolls for something that might not pay off?
Do it!
Oh yeah.
Do it!
Hell yeah.
So I am going to try to move to here.
Right, it's an agility roll.
Okay,
Huh?
okay.
Yeah!
I'll take those.
Hell
Look at
yeah.
Go!
With resolve,
Does-
you manage to sprint past the 2 creatures attacking Pep, past the other creatures shooting the targets on the left, getting straight up to this alien-like canine. What do you do?
You see him turn into like his very serious mode and just locks into the multiple eyes of this weird creature. As he's walking up, I'm going to try to cast Enrapture as well
Alright.
to keep its attention on me. Face. Look at me.
That's decent.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to add my d6.
You sprint towards this creature, and with confidence and resolve, you yell, hoping that it catches onto you. The creature looks in your direction. Does a 12 hit?
Yes. But focused on me is good. He was beelining towards Pep.
That is
Wait, can't let
7
him do pep
damage.
I'll take a major hit with that and 2 more HP. Ouchies.
So Jyn is going to run down. He's gonna punch forward as a burst of fire goes into this one. And that one hits.
Ooh.
And the fire shoots into this one and it begins to engulf in flames and shrivels to the ground.
Pep would be excited if he wasn't frozen.
The creature already took another turn when it swung at Harlow, so you're back to normal.
Heck yeah.
Activate this one, and it's going to swing Harvey. So it's going to move over here. That's a 10 to hit.
It hits.
That's 6 damage.
I'll use my armor.
Back to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to Harlow. You appear to be bleeding heavily.
Nah, couldn't be me. It's this guy.
I will use Sparing Touch, and Harlow will recover 2 hit points.
Oh, good
Thank
choice.
God.
That's great.
Don't waste it, that's the only one I get.
Wasn't my blood to begin with. It was his, totally. Bye now. And is gonna power push him back. It's +2 spellcast for me to push him to far range and deal damage. Please.
Just
leave.
yeet him out of here.
Yeet.
Oh.
That's
Yeet!
Push your hands forward, and this thing is blasted all the way to the back wall. Boom, slams into it and actually takes damage from the concussive force.
I'm just gonna spend my d6 now because I want to murder this man. It won't murder him, but it'll do something.
Murders!
Murder!
So
And then after he gets pushed back, turn to 10. I need to get the fuck out of here.
I will take it from here.
Thanks. Just gonna skedaddle this way.
alright.
At like a pillar.
Real quick.
Well, after Jyn does the whole fire thing on the bad person, Pep's gonna turn to you and say, "Thanks, Jyn, for campaign 1. Now I'm going to kick some ass."
That's his government name.
He looks at the
We
camera
really
when
are
he says
breaking
that.
the universe.
Alright, it's gonna take a big old swing. Let's see. Ooh, a 12. You know what? Can I use a d6 now for possible hit?
You may.
I'm going to try 14.
Thanks to Harlow's inspiring words, you hit this creature. You jump into the air and swing the axe right down on its hard carapace and manage to still break its skull, and it falls to the ground.
Pep's gonna drop the battle axe and eat it.
He's gonna move here and attack this one. It's gonna be a 14 to hit.
Hits. Explain how this heart runs into this creature.
This one is the one that hit Harvey, right?
Correct.
As soon as it hits Harvey, is gonna book to like put itself between Harvey and the bad guy, hard as he can, just smashing into this thing with his antlers. Like that's gonna be 1 damage.
Woo!
Yeah. Woo!
Yay!
Can I roll my rally die? Now it's 7. I am gonna also shoot this thing.
With that nice combo, the heart comes in, headbutts this creature, and it stumbles a little bit, and you take the opportunity to shoot your arrow, and it annihilates the target.
He's gonna kiss Harvey and then go back. That's just a reaction, though. I decided.
When the deer swooped in, Harvey had like acknowledgement of like, wait a minute, this deer seems familiar. A little bit too focused, just gonna try to use her great staff at the same guy over here.
15 does hit.
The ink is still there from the previous attack, and instead it like grows more. And for anyone that could see it, it's not really symbols but words.
And it just reels back from the damage. And now I'm going to spend a fear and interrupt the contest
no.
to come back to me. I'm going to move forward. Pep, as you're staring at this creature,
Uh-oh, again? Oh,
Yep.
shit.
you are
He doesn't like you.
completely frozen just looking at this creature, and you cannot move again. Now it's gonna take a swing at you, 10.
Yep.
That's a 17 to hit.
Yes.
That is 9 damage.
Lose 1 armor.
I'm gonna use this creature, and I'm gonna move forward, and I'm gonna spike at Diana as he sees his companion fall.
Diana would like to use a free action to flip him off.
12 to hit. Wow, for 2 damage.
Cool. So I'm gonna burn an armor slot to not take damage and flip him off again.
Indents right into your armor, but doesn't pierce it enough to actually get to your body. My turn.
Move over here. I'm gonna look over to Harvey. How about we work to blow a hole through this thing? I'm gonna slam both my fists together and I'll spend 3 hope, and I would like to do a tag team with Harvey.
Hell yeah.
Combo.
Explain, both of you, your combo attack on this creature.
I just have both my hands balled up together as I start bursting steam from my back.
With him doing that, can I actually have my attack encase his fist? It's ink, black, but like in certain reflections, it has like a hue of slight purple. Your fist is now covered in like ink that's slightly gooey, but then hardens.
Ooh.
So both of you make a attack roll and choose which roll you want to use. So I'm assuming you're gonna take the 19 with hope.
Yes.
And with that, it does hit. And the
Alright.
ink of Harvey's staff swirls around 10, and his gloves begin to glow like a shimmering black. And he punches this creature with devastating results. Both of you roll your damage die.
Alright, I'm gonna use the die that Harlow gave, and I'm going to add the d6 to this.
Alright. That'll do it.
Crash my fist right to its chest. It goes a little further as I grab it to its heart, pull it out, and I spin around to present it to Harvey, basically.
He's so excited. Like,
The creature opens its mouth, puts it right above you, Ted, and drops to the ground. Alright, there's still one creature left on the corner. Who's gonna pop it?
Is Pep still frozen in fear?
Creature is dead.
Woo! Now, I know I can't get that far, but with a roll, I think I can, right?
Yep, you're gonna have to roll for it if you want to get close. Agility. You easily move around your allies and get right in front of this creature.
Oh yeah, he totally vaults off the deer, right? To get over there.
Yeah.
The deer jumps into the air to give you extra height.
What a
Hey,
good
hell
team.
yeah! Here comes the boom. Hey!
Yeah, there is.
How do you want to do this?
All right. With the momentum of Pep falling, just gonna split him straight in half.
You run, jump off the heart, it leaps up to give you extra height, and you come down with a flying axe swing and slide down its front torso as guts are splattered all over you, and it just falls in half.
Pep's gonna raise his battle axe up in the air with both hands, and he's gonna shout, "We did it! We saved the day! In our own asses, no less!" Ribbit!
Fought well. Great work, everyone.
you did well
You're
too, Jen.
amazing.
The heart is also gonna kiss Jen.
Jyn pets the heart.
Good.
Oh yeah, Harvey's also petting it as well.
You two are amazing, Ribbit.
Turns around, knowing after seeing the heart.
Yeah,
Diana,
Harvey.
it's been a while.
Harvey?
I'm gonna just turn back to 10. I never got your name. She reaches out her hand.
I'll reach up my hand too. I am 10.
Nice
Pleasure.
to meet you. Good combo.
We should do again. 10 is very awkwardly gonna shake your hand.
She's gonna take it with stride. Are your hands also bloody from the heart?
Probably.
Are you gonna keep that?
Probably not.
Well, if you don't mind, I would love to have it.
I mean, unless anyone stops him, Pep is gonna eat it.
Raw?
Either a knowledge or just instinct of like, yeah, is this really worth it?
Instinct. I will roll instinct, right? Like, you know, see if my frog instincts kick in.
I'll roll instinct too.
The more you roll, the more fear you give him, guys.
It's okay. I just replenished one of the hope I spent.
No, that's good.
You
Oh,
have
Pep.
never seen these creatures before. Their anatomy is completely different from anything. As you're contemplating this, suddenly more sparks appear around you guys, and the right corridor gets collapsed. Sparks begin to be all around, cracking the walls, and Jyn says, "This place is falling. There was another tunnel on our way here. It is risky, but it will avoid the Serpent. Whatever the choice, we must go in haste."
Don't we want to follow Matt Damon?
Out of stress and fear, Pep eats it.
God damn it, Pep.
We need to leave now. Arlo,
Near the exit!
Harlow!
Harlow!
Hang on, I'm still writing some. Oh, I was writing remarks. Oh shit.
He's been
feel like
over
he's
there
doing it in-game.
contemplating exactly what
Totally
he's
doing
gonna say to
it.
Matt Damon.
Moving away at a steady pace, but it's contemplating if these two ruffians that we've met are in league with Matt Damon.
Alright, so the place is starting to collapse. I just added a countdown right under fear. This is a countdown sequence. So,
Uh-oh.
running through, passing many chambers, you go through this new path, eventually arriving to a break in the ground. Jyn points to a grappling hook and a rope leading down to it. This is where we came from. There's another path below. And you hear behind you more.
How far down is it?
Roughly 40-ish feet.
Pep's gonna skip the rope and just fly down, right?
I was gonna say Pep was gonna slide.
Alright. Take 7 damage falling to the ground.
Ah! Come on, you slow pokes, we gotta move!
Can I use my deft maneuvers for the heart? Because I don't think he can climb down a rope. He's got no hands.
True. The rules do say that it moves with you, so you can do some cool shit. Go ahead.
We will both spend that stress to slide down the hill.
I am not getting my battle axe back.
I don't think so, buddy. Come on, hurry up.
I'm gonna slide down the
I'm
hill.
writing remarks.
Right
Pep is hauling
faster.
ass.
Okay, is everybody taking the rope?
Yes.
Okay.
Not everyone.
Not those of us in the bottom already.
Alright, you get to the bottom. It is pitch black in this tunnel. Who's holding the torch?
Pip is going to take out his torch again, hold it with his tongue, and keep running.
Alright, so Pip takes the lead. What's the marching order?
We'll take up the rear.
She's
I'll
gonna
be-
try to catch up to Pip because she knows where she's going. So she's gonna help guide him.
Oh, thank God.
Make
Harvey,
sure
you're
that
the
Harlow
best.
is somewhere in the middle because he's actually just like staring at his papers.
He is used to walking with politicians, fixing remarks, and writing speeches right at the last second through like massive halls. He's used to this.
way! And I push him.
Ah!
Harvey is well aware of the path they took, so she pushes you guys towards the other path, and you guys continue down. You're running for a few minutes until the tunnel walls begin to gradually widen. Two of the snake-like aliens rip out of the strange tear in front of you. They stop your path, and then two more behind you catch up to you that were chasing. What are you gonna do?
Baseball slide between their legs.
Alright, make an agility roll.
Whoa.
Oh god.
I'm gonna give the 4 to that. Prayer dice to that.
Alright, describe how you apply.
I know in instant he's not gonna make it, so I just call forth a little favor from my god, and just right on track, and he goes where he wants to go.
Beautiful, and that is enough to slide right past this creature as the claw slams down and jams right into the rock. And Pep manages to pass by two in front of you.
Harvey's gonna use precipitation.
There's a D in there somewhere, just so
I know.
you know.
Glowing orb in front of their faces. Kind of like when someone takes a photo of you out of nowhere in the dark with really strong flash. I want to blind these two creatures so we could all just rush out.
It is a harmless, subtle effect. If you want to run past these creatures, you can use this ability, and I will give you guys an advantage.
Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah.
Harvey takes out her hands, and this glowing bright light shimmers to the right of these creatures, and they both instinctually shift their heads towards this light, and you manage to run past them. So, other than Pep, everybody roll. This is gonna be agility.
He's still hauling ass, by the way. He's not waiting on y'all.
I didn't think he would.
So you manage to pass by these creatures. With that pause, the countdown goes down to 4.
Creatures pursuing us?
You turn around as you're running, and these creatures shift their head again and start chasing.
Cool. I have a bad plan.
I like bad
We like
plans.
bad plans.
Cool. The heart's gonna put his little head down so that I can grab his horns and so that he can put me on his back, facing backwards. I'm gonna take out that heavy arrow that I just got, and I would like to shoot it up. I would like to bring the top of the cave down on these guys following us, if I can.
You continue running until one of the tears cracks one of the ceilings that you pass, and you take out the heavy arrow and you aim at this crack. I want you to roll your attack roll -2.
Oh, that's a 15. Unfortunately, it is for fear, but
Roll your regular damage +2 on top of that. You take out this heavy arrow and aim true, and it hits the target, but it doesn't do enough to bring the entire ceiling down. And that will clock the countdown down to 3. Alright, so the path curves, then begins to incline upwards and upwards. Behind you is just pitch black and the echoes of after what feels like forever. The edge of your torchlight sees wall. It's a dead end.
Does it look like loose dirt?
Possibly.
Pep is gonna start digging.
Alright, roll a finesse or strength.
Definitely gonna be strength. Ooh.
Alright, with a 13. Are you doing it with a weapon or your bare hands?
With his bare hands.
Swipe and swipe, and you start to feel looseness between the rocks and soil. Some of it is beginning to go down. Countdown goes down to 2.
Well, let's see if I can loosen up even harder as I just rush up to that point and just strike the ground as hard as I can.
Alright, swing away.
That is a crit.
Hey, hell yeah.
Ooh.
Very nice.
To a dirt wall. How do you want to do this?
Shoulder tackle it basically to get through it.
Sweet.
Runs forward. And just a trail of dust explodes all over you. You can barely see for a couple seconds. You open your eyes and you begin to notice light in front of you. Countdown goes down to 1.
Oh, we gotta move, Ribbit!
You begin to run. You can hear them getting closer. The light is getting bigger and wider and brighter. And you run out. Your eyes takes a minute to adjust. And you're outside. Back into the forest.
Well, let's cover up this hole. Is there a tree nearby that we could just quickly cut or break for it to fall onto the hole?
There
I mean,
is. You
string
can try
written
it.
letters are more of your thing, Harlow.
Alright, Pevev's gonna take out his battle axe and he's gonna start swinging, right?
The tree falls with a heavy thud, and a lot of the debris collapses with the tree, and it just covers the entire thing. And it is currently securely blocked. And you all are safe in the middle of a Viridian forest with no idea where Veridel is. And that's what we'll end for tonight.